Now we are waking up to those breezy conditions this morning, which is not super common during the morning hours, but we've had gusts anywhere between that 20 to 25 mile per hour range across the central coast, and those winds are just going to become stronger as we head into the afternoon. We are seeing this trough low pressure just to the north of us. That is catering to those winds we're going to see in our area. That's also giving us those breezy conditions this morning. This is going to continue to move off to the east, but it's going to be slow going today, and that's going to kind of set up more of a northerly flow. So it's somewhat offshore. I'm not going to say it's completely offshore, but it is somewhat offshore winds. So that is why we're going to see even drier conditions this afternoon. This is going to continue to scoot off to the east, and as it does, we will still be in between two systems here, which means we are still going to have some gusty conditions tomorrow, but the winds won't be as strong as what we're going to see today. So winds will slowly ease, still gusty at times tomorrow, and then Wednesday is kind of our big switcheroo, and that means we're going to see a stronger onshore flow. We're going to see those clouds returning to our coastal locations and cooler temperatures overall. The trough is going to wind here, but as we head out of the work week, ridge of high pressure will start to nudge back into our area, and we're actually going to see a very nice weekend ahead. Very toasty in a few spots expected, so we're watching that next warm up for you. But again, as I mentioned, we do have a gale warning. We actually have two separate ones here, and this is from Point Pinos down to the county line there. Northwest winds 20 to 30 knots, gusts up to 40 knots. Now this one lasts until 9 p.m. We will have a second gale warning going into effect tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. on Wednesday. Again, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots, gusts up to 35 knots. We're not seeing that gale warning up and down the coast like we were this past weekend. But again, those winds will be picking up this afternoon, especially in our valley locations where we could see an occasional gust around that 30 to 35 mile per hour range, maybe at times a little bit stronger. Higher elevations, Pacheco Pass, for example, you'll also be dealing with some of those stronger gusts. Down along the Big Sur coast and southern portion of the bay, that's really where we're going to feel this. Now, winds that become more northerly are actually going to push some heat off of the Santa Cruz Mountains, so we're actually going to see some warm temperatures, especially on the north side of the bay. And moving into tomorrow, we are going to see those winds again picking back up in the afternoon, but they won't be as strong as what we're going to see today. So that's where we're headed. But because of those winds, that dry air, very hard for those low clouds to form. We're waking up to clear skies out there, and we're going to continue to see those clear skies throughout the afternoon into the evening hour, and once again through the overnight hours as well. Now we still have a marine layer in place. There's a very, very slight chance we could see some low clouds developing, maybe some patchy fog, but it's going to be very hard for that to form even into tomorrow morning. So let's get to those temperatures real quickly. North side of the bay, upper 70s to low 80s. We'll be in those 80s in the San Lorenzo Valley. Again, we're going to be warm on the north side of the bay with those winds coming down from the Santa Cruz Mountains. Higher elevations will be in those 70s, upper 70s to low 70s around Davenport. North side of the bay, again, going to be warm in those mid to upper 70s. But look at how much we're going to cool down as you head south along the coast. 64 in Marina, 72 in Salinas, 82 in Hollister. We'll be in those low to mid 80s in the Santa Clara Valley. Monterey Peninsula, you're actually going to be somewhat seasonally cool for this time of year. We'll be in those low to mid 60s, but again, those winds are going to be coming off the water, so that's why you're going to see those cooler temperatures in your area. And then north side of the Salinas Valley will be in those 70s, warming up into those low 80s as you head south. Even warmer yet in those sheltered valleys, we're talking upper 80s to low 90s. Once you're back at the Big Sur coast, we'll be in those 70s and mid 70s for Carmel Valley this afternoon.